How's it going, guys? It's me again, Fernando, here with another video. And to follow up my first video, I told you guys that I would give you guys a little bit of background on my relationship and the type of person that I am, was, and am becoming. So, I'd like to start off with what I said on the other video, which was that I'm holding on to the pain of my breakup, the pain of my heartache, the pain of losing my best friend, the pain of losing somebody who I gave everything to as far as my life goes, and sharing with them pretty much everything about me, sharing with them everything that you possibly could share about yourself, your family, your time, your goals and dreams and your ideas, your secrets, your desires, pretty much everything that you can give to another person as far as what you have, not necessarily money-wise or material-wise, but everything that you are, projecting yourself onto another person like that. That's where I'm coming from, and that's the type of relationship that at least I had with her. Now, to give you guys a little bit of background of how I met this person and when, at what time of my life, I'll say I was in high school. I was a senior in high school. I was about to graduate. I was halfway through the semester on December, and I met her through a club, which was a drug and alcohol prevention club. She was in it. We were both in it. Oh shit, some guy in the street, bro. We were both in this club, and it was a very positive club, a very open, I guess, to new experiences type of club. And I met this person through this club. And let me tell you guys, when me and her met, and I bet you, and I know, I mean, everybody likes to think this, that it feels like it's the right time, you know? We were both coming out of, let's say, tough turbulences when it came to relationships, not just with like boyfriend-girlfriend types, but relationships in general with friends and just high school and social, the whole social environment was. And so what was cool and funny at the time and kind of interesting was that both of us deleted our social medias, let's say like Instagram, Snapchat, and all that, at the same time. Neither of us knew about it at the time, but we both had deleted it at the same time. So that's important. That's important right there, because following that, me and her started talking a little bit more and more, and we started learning about each other more and more. And what I got from her was that she was in a point in her life when she was discovering herself as an individual, whereas other people in high school were discovering themselves through their friendships, through connections, stuff like that. And I was on the same boat. And I had been on that boat for a while now. You know, I used to have a lemma that I used to say, I don't have friends, I just have family, you know what I mean? Because I didn't believe in friendships, and I was, through high school, I did have friends per se, but it was never, I spent more time alone than perhaps the regular amount that people do in high school. I mean, I used to sit alone sometimes, I used to just walk around, roam the halls by myself, stuff like that. And to me, like, yeah, it was kind of weird to me in a way. I was like, fuck, I felt kind of lonely and shit, but at the same time, I was content because of the fact that I was learning about myself. I was learning about self-awareness. I was learning about what it means to be alone and what it means to be a human aside from all the other humans. And so this person, I felt that she was doing the same thing, that she was going through the same thing. And I encouraged that with her. I told her about my experiences and all the things that, fuck. I still don't know if this is illegal, but I saw a cop right now. And I'm not about to find out, so I'm... Anyways, so she was going through this experience, and I was nourishing that experience, and it was like that for a while. And we kept talking, and we went on dates. Following that, we went on a few dates, and we realized, we like each other. We were clicking, we were connecting, we were texting every day, we were talking to each other, we were sharing our ideas about the world, and we were doing positive things. We kept going to the club, we nourished that. We went places together. This was when I got my car, so she was my shotgun rider. I always said, like, she would always be in my shotgun seat. We experienced the world. We started adulting together. And if you know anything about when you're transitioning to adulthood, at least for me, I was turning 18. I was learning about the world, about being an adult. If you know anything about that, then you know that having somebody who supports you through it is the most fucking beautiful thing that you can have. And I'm so appreciative that I had her in my life at that time, because let me tell you, I was lost. Well, I was a teenager basically, and I was in a teenager mindset, and I didn't know what the fuck I was doing. And yeah, when I graduated, I didn't go to college right away. I started working where my parents worked, some tough hours, some fucking basically farm work, food production, and by no means is that a bad place to be in. That by no means is that a bad job. I mean, I was raised by that job. I was fed by that job. But, everybody always says you're supposed to do better than your parents. So to me, that was kind of disappointing, because of all these opportunities that we have, and I was there. And every day I was reminded, that I'm fucking up. I'm fucking up. I'm fucking up. But at least I had this person, right? At least I had this person who was helping me see the world and experience things, and was helping me learn how to be an adult indirectly, maybe because she wasn't an adult herself yet, but she was on the path as well. And she was smart, and she was kind, and she was supportive for everything that I wanted to do. And she eventually, I did go back to school, and it was part of it was her motivating me, in a sense. Her telling me, dude, you gotta do this. I mean, you can do this. You want to do this. I can see that you want to do this. So why just let's take the first step together. Let's just drive there. Because sometimes all you need is somebody to accompany you to, like, ask or something. Ask the front desk about something. Sometimes we don't even want to do that first step, you know what I mean? And she helped me through that. So I'm very appreciative of that. And with her, I found motive, I found a drive, I found motivation, I found that new desire to continue my school. And we were still dating, we were still going out places, we were still finding stuff about each other. We were still connecting in a way that it was a real friendship, like I was there for her, she was there for me. And for her own privacy, I won't talk about the stuff that I kind of helped her through, because in the end, that doesn't really matter. I will always know what I did for her. And maybe she does know it, maybe she doesn't want to see it. But I don't regret doing anything good for her. I mean, I felt the need to do things for her all the time, and I wish that I could have done more. I always wanted to do more for her because I loved her and I wanted to see her grow and be successful, and I wanted her to be good, and for me and her to be good together. So yeah, like I'm always gonna regret not doing more for her, but I know that I at least did something. I wasn't fucked up by any means. I wasn't like an asshole, and I know that, and I can say that because I'm confident that she knows and that anybody knows who knew us that I'm not a fucking monster. Like, but anyways, she did a lot for me, and it was at a crossroads in my life when I met her. And it's always kind of like that, isn't it? Like you meet somebody when you're kind of down in the dumps and you need somebody to help you up, and you do meet them, and it feels right. It feels like this is destiny. This is what I'm supposed to be doing. I was supposed to meet this person. It was meant to be. We're clicking, we're connecting, we're meeting each other's families, we're doing this and that together, we're learning about life together. And it does feel that way. And that shit is beautiful when you have it, when you find that. It's so fucking beautiful that you wake up and you have somebody that you can count on. You have somebody that will listen to you, like to what you're thinking and your ideas that you're having about what to do, even if it's something simple like, oh, you know what, I'm kind of bored today, I want to do something different. Even stuff like that, man. And yeah, like you can find that with friends, but like I said at the time, me and her both were at a place where we did not see the value in friends. We did not connect with other people. We were just kind of connecting with ourselves. And yeah, I know what you're thinking. And you're right, dude. Like, that, you can't do that. You can't do that with another person. Like, yes, it's beautiful. Yes, it's right there in the sense that this person is everything to me and I feel it. And you believe that shit. But you can't do that. You can't give your entire self to another person, because those connections, those relationships with other people. And I remember a teacher told me once that the key to life is good relationships. And she wasn't meaning boyfriend, girlfriend, husband, wife type thing. She was referring to relationships in its entirely broad sense, like relationships with people. So I know that mistake of giving yourself entirely to one other person, even though it feels so correct, even though it feels so right, even though it feels like that's it, you don't need anybody else, you just need this one person. It feels beautiful, I'm not gonna fucking lie, man. It feels like, especially if that other person feels the same way at the time with you, and she tells you that, like, I fucking am complete with you. You've heard that phrase before, you complete me. You're everything that I need. I would be so lost without you. But that's just the thing. That's just the thing. And to give you guys a little bit of foreshadow, that was our eventual downfall. That was our eventual downfall, because as I continued to think that, as I continued to feel that way, she was realizing something else. And again, I'm not resentful for it, because now I know the truth, and now I know what I did wrong with this person. And like I said, the foreshadow is that she was beginning to see life in a different way. And by no means was that change fucked up. By no means do I hold any anger against that. By no means do I hold any resentment for her change. In fact, I'm going to stop calling it a change, man. I'm going to say she grew up. She was growing. She was learning, and she figured out something that I wasn't going to figure out at the time. I wasn't going to figure that shit out on my own. I wasn't going to figure that shit out with her by my side. And I know that because I literally put my entire life on the shoulders of this person. I literally put my entire fucking life on the pedestal that she carried around. So I wasn't gonna learn that. If this person hadn't told me, I'm not making you happy by doing the things that make me happy, I don't love you anymore, you are not my friend. If she had not told me that, I would not have realized what I have realized in this past month and a half. I would not have realized that because I was so into this person. I was so into this dream that I had with her of succeeding together as just two individuals who are a fucking beast ass team together at life. I was so into that idea that no, man, I was never gonna figure that shit out. So I thank you. If you ever see these videos, man, I thank you for showing me the ways. And this isn't wrong. I'm not wrong about what I'm saying because I've been reading books. I've been asking people. I've been training myself by continuing to think about these things. I don't forget about these things. Ever since she broke up with me, I've been wondering why, what the fuck happened, right? And all that, like the normal stuff, but as well as who the hell am I and what the hell do I want to do and why am I so confused about her leaving me? Why did I love her so much? And why can't I get over this person? And it's because of this. It's because there was something and everything was right. Everything was so completely right with this person that whatever had seemed wrong didn't fucking make any sense. You know, why does this exist? Why can't we just be good? But now, as I keep training myself, as I keep fucking exercising every day, fucking talking to other new people every day, learning about life and learning about relationships, I realize that sometimes it just takes that push, you know. Sometimes it takes you losing your comfort zone. And I'm not saying that she was a cushion that I fell back on. I'm saying that I was so fucking comfortable with her. Everything seemed so fucking perfect with her that I was blinded. I was fucking blinded, man, and I didn't see the world how I perhaps should have and am right now. I didn't see the world that way, man, and it took that. It took for me to go through pain. It took the breakup. It took me losing, let's say, 75% of my life, because she was like 75% of my life, I'll tell you that. It took that for me to realize what the fuck I was doing wrong. And this isn't a cry for her to like see like, oh, he's doing so good and he realized what the fuck happened and let's try to talk to him again and shit like that. No. Let me say that I realize now that when somebody says I don't love you anymore and they don't immediately tell you I take it back, or they don't call you or email you, whatever, telling you I take that back, you know, I do love you and and we weren't working out, but I did love you, and I hope the best for you, and anything like that, some type of closure like that, then they really fell the fuck out of love with you. And that shit is painful, but it can happen, you know? It can happen. And I think that takes a lot of strength for somebody to tell you that. It takes a lot of balls for somebody to tell you, I fell out of love with you. And right now the best thing for us to do is to break up so that we can figure out who we are as individuals, and like maybe there's something else for us. And thank you for that, and I respect you for that. And I will always think, you know, you had the balls to do this. And I always respected her as a person. I always thought she had balls. I always thought she was a strong individual. And even in the end, man, I'm like, I couldn't have fucking done that, because I was so clouded, so comfortable, so stuck in my ways that I could never have done that. And I admitted to her in the end. I told her, you know, I'm glad that you did this because it's the right move for you. And I would have never done this because I'm afraid of losing you. And I believe that even to this day, I was fucking afraid of losing her, and I don't think I would have broken up with her. And perhaps it wasn't the only way out. Perhaps breaking up wasn't the only option there. But, I mean, there is a lot of good happening in my life right now. There is a lot of growth that's taking place. A lot of positivity that's happening. And I don't think that would have happened as fast or as correctly as it is happening right now because of the breakup. So again, thank you for that. But going back to the relationship that we had, it was so good, man. It was so, we were a team. We were successful in the things that we set out to do. We always helped each other out. We were there for each other when we needed it. We knew each other's families. We knew that we could fucking show up at each other's doors, stuff like that. We were always vibing with each other, man. It was the smiles, the laughter that we had as people, as individuals, man. Hanging out together. That shit is unmatched, even to this day. Like, it's unmatched. And if you know this, if you've ever loved somebody so much that everything that you do is just better with them. You know, you're somewhere and you're like, oh gosh, man, I wish she was here. I wish he was here. Like, to experience this with me, because you know that it's so much better when they're there. Like, let's say you're watching a funny ass clip on YouTube or something, and your first instinct is, man, she has to see this, man, he has to see this, I want to see that laughter with them. And I know that I'm gonna laugh even more with them, because you and that other person have that connection, that beautiful fucking connection that is unrivaled, man. Even with friends, even with family, it's fucking unrivaled, because love for another person, and love exists for friends and family, but love for another person that is your companion, your boyfriend, girlfriend, your husband, your wife, that shit is different. That shit is unmatched, man. It's its own category. And this video is going to need 2 parts. Perhaps even 3, man. Because, like, you can't really describe your relationship with another person in 20 minutes. But, with that being said, I'm here at school already, trying to find a parking space, and I'm gonna have to let you guys go. And I'll cut this video right here, because god damn it, there's no parking here ever. Fuck. Shit. Alright, well, thank you guys for watching. I hope to see you in the next part of this video. And stay positive, man. If you're going through your breakup, stay fucking positive. I will make another video showing you the ways that I've been dealing with my breakup and all the positivity that I've been gaining from it. And I'll let you guys in on some tips in another video. And I know this one was kind of all over the place and stuff, but it's the one that I'm describing my relationship to you guys. So bear with me through it. And thank you guys for watching. If you're coming back to the channel, if you're just barely watching this, you should watch the first part of this, which is my first video, and to get a sense of what I'm doing here. Now, I love you guys. Take care. If your heart is broken, just hold on to it, man. Hold on to the pieces. You're not done. You are not fucking dead. You are not down. Well, you are down, but you will get up. Your heart will rise again. Your heart will burn that fucking flame again. You are not over. You as a person are not over. Remember that. Take care, my people. Oh. So like and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and take it easy on your quest on life, and support me on my quest for growth and understanding of this fucked up ass world as I try to be happy in this world. I love you all.